The quietest echo. It began with a cold, hollow drop in her stomach that rushed up to turn her throat to sandpaper. Then came the frantic, buzzing heat in her hands, wanting, needing to send one more text, make one more call. Lyra stared at her phone. No reply. The silence was a siren, screaming, "You are alone." Lyra forced herself to put the phone down. She let the frantic heat ebb, closing her eyes to follow the current back to its source. It wasn't a sudden panic. It was a deep, persistent ache in her chest. A small, quiet hole where the feeling of not enough had first taken root years ago. She stepped across the internal threshold. The scene was a dimly lit, silent hallway, the air heavy with the weight of waiting. At the end of the hall, near an old, dusty table, stood a small figure, Willow. She was perfectly still, her back to Lyra, gazing with intense, frozen focus at a dormant telephone. Lyra approached slowly. Willow turned, her eyes wide and wet with unshed tears. "I called 3 times, Willow whispered, her voice tiny and strained. "She said she'd call right back, but the phone is silent. And that silence is telling me that I was too much, that they forgot, that I made them leave." Lyra knelt and took Willow's small, cold hands, bringing them to rest against her own warm heart. "Oh, sweet girl," Lyra murmured, "they didn't forget you." The phone was silent because they were busy, or driving, or lost the number. But that silence never meant you were too much. "I am here now. I will not leave you to wait in the silence." Willow's tense shoulders relaxed, and a small, hopeful smile touched her lips. Lyra stood, holding Willow's hand, now warm and strong. "The scary thing, the thing that sends that cold drop into our stomach, is out there, buzzing in our pocket right now," Lyra said. "We can go out and prove to that cold feeling that we are safe, together." With a shared breath, they stepped back through the threshold. Lyra opened her eyes, finding herself back in her room, but Willow was still there, a translucent shimmer beside her. "Our mission," Lyra whispered, picking up her phone, "is not to receive a text. It's to sit with the silence, to feel that hollow ache, and to simply be okay with it." Lyra placed the phone face down on the table. The cold, hollow feeling immediately returned, a burning need to check. Willow didn't say a word, but a deep, reassuring pulse flowed through Lyra's arm. "We are still here," the pulse said. "The world hasn't vanished. It's just being silent for a minute." They sat for 5 minutes that felt like an hour. The frantic heat in Lyra's hands slowly melted away. The hollow drop in her stomach stayed, but it no longer felt like a void. It felt like space, space to breathe. The need for an external answer quieted, replaced by an internal certainty. Lyra gently reached out and touched the luminous shimmer of Willow. The 2 figures merged, a final, warm wave washing over Lyra. When she opened her eyes, the silence of the room was comforting, a quiet foundation. She was whole. The one voice she heard, steady and true, was her own. "I am enough. I am right here,